my whole philosophy was work super, super hard. I mean, just sit there and grind and grind and grind. The Balanced Hustler. For most of my career, especially in the beginning of digital marketing, my whole philosophy was work super, super hard. I mean, just sit there and grind and grind and grind. Work more, make more, and just pound away until I realized at a point that's not it. You really have to take this part serious. Push this to the front of what you're doing right now, because if you get up every day and you're working 10, 12, 16 hours, I hear people pride themselves on that, but with really no result. A big part of what you need to do is structure. With digital marketing, say for instance with email, your campaigns, they should go out at a certain time every single day. They should be scheduled, and then basically you're just monitoring their metrics to make sure things are looking good. With email, your biggest thing is always delivery, right? And then you want to see exactly, what the campaign is producing as far as revenue, and make sure they're in your metrics for, a profitable campaign. Having a set structure and putting these things in to where you're not, let's say some days could be inundating with just clicking refresh on stuff, even if it's just social media, it wastes time, right? That you could be doing something else more productive for yourself. I mean, if you enjoy just sitting there thumbing through things, you're probably gonna enjoy doing that and not realize you're wasting time on it. But if you're a one-man shop, you need to maximize your day from, say, 9 a.m., whatever time zone. East Coast seems to be a dominant time zone in digital marketing, so we try to have a lot of our campaigns set up to go out at 9 a.m. East Coast time, so we schedule them the day before. So the end of our day is pushing those campaigns, what we're gonna send the next day. So pretty much you have your list as people that you're gonna email, or either email address or phone number to text in my two cases, right? So you get those all set up, ready, push the send button and let them go out there and start producing some results. A big thing that, and I want to go off on my own on the energy. Like I notice, like when things are not really performing well, and being able to go in there and figure out what needs to be done to make them more successful. Let's go with fitness. Let's get out of digital marketing. Let's jump into fitness, right? If you're in a certain, say, state, like your weight's stuck at a certain thing, you're lifting, if you're trying to get like an increase in strength, so you're trying to get, more PRs, more heavier weight, etc., and you're just stagnant, right? If you look at all that and you go into your meals, what you're eating, times of days you're working out, your adequate rest, all this balances out together, right? It's a complete balance. That's why I took that whole balanced hustler philosophy. You have to have balance to all of this. When you jump into your workouts and you say, okay, I want to lift more, I want more explosive workouts, you have to push yourself like that, and you track that. That's why I let everybody know in videos earlier is get you a journal and track everything, your work, your fitness, you could even do your hobbies, etc. in there. And then, I always set goals, expectations, write down if you want to travel in 2 months, or, if you want to make a big purchase or to learn something new. I've seen a lot of my friends diversify into stocks, learning about cryptocurrency and trading that, different skill sets that have produced well for them, and they enjoy doing it. Some people really flourish in a one-man system. I like to be a team. I did used to be highly focused on being a one-man show, and the company really depended on me, and I've told people this time and time again, that strategy leads to burnout, and basically use excess energy. You can't replace that. You can't replace time and energy, right? Once you burn it out, it's gone. If you have yourself set up to say, hey, today I'm going to maximize what I contribute, that's different, right? Love Mondays could start of it, right? That's where I feel like it does best. I get with them and ask what they need from me, like what action items, and I write them down and I get them done. It's like a real good to-do list, but you can't have a to-do list written on a piece of scratch paper over here, and some notes in your phones, a text message here, a telegram message here. You need to have it in a centralized place that you could view on it. That's going to help enhance your day. I've been moving myself into how do I take my day, and I target it with my most profitable things, and I maximize my day throughout. And at the end of the day, I focus on the less important things. With these systems, I have more time to do what I want outside of work. So that's my work part of it. With working out, I have a time period, usually a 2-hour window, but that includes the sauna time and cardio time. Even though my gym's in my house, I still have to put stuff away and be ready to maximize my workout to get it fit in that window so my day starts on time. If you have yourself set up to do stuff in a structured mechanism, you're going to perform better. That straight up, just not to keep saying that or be redundant, but that's the truth of it. And I'm just in my brain thinking about how do I do my day? How do I explain this to people instead of them just shadowing me or me me videoing me work all day long. Someone would never watch an 8-hour video of somebody working out, going to jiu-jitsu, etc., 10, 12 hours. Here's what I want from everybody, you know, to say yourself, if you're watching this right now and you're trying to get your day more structured, start writing it down, map your day out. Some people I know are super organized, super organized. And my wife's one of them. Everything is on a calendar, appointments. She has her schedule. She doesn't miss things. And I think that's super efficient. She's actually brought that into my lifestyle. And I think that leads to less missed opportunities, phone calls, etc. Most people remember super important like phone calls and dates of certain things, but there's things that could potentially lead to bigger things that they forget. Balls get dropped. So like I said, Monday, I meet with my team. I get what they need from me. I go over what I need from them, and we structure our day. We use CRMs. We use Monday, which is decent. I just feel like if you have 30 different apps, you know, use Monday for this. You have a Telegram chats for this, which are all separate apps, you know, that you can use desktop and mobile devices. I like one centralized things. My paper planner is that. I put everything I need right there, but then it does lead to taking externally. You gotta have your email stuff, you know, you send out your email communications, your text, etc. But at least it starts with there. It's all mapped out. I can mark it off accordingly. I use my smart whiteboard for some of that stuff too, but I love AI for everything because it can proofread things faster than you. It makes less errors than you. It's a lot more efficient. So if it could speed up your flow, why not use it and make it accessible to you? So that's my Balanced Hustler way for my digital marketing and workout flow. I even map out my meals just with an app on my phone. It's another secondary thing, but I track my calories, I check my protein. With a good diet, I feel better, I sleep better, I function better. You know, when you have bad foods in there, late night meals, you're not timing stuff because you're not on a structure, you lose sleep, your body doesn't function as good. So take all these things into mind, right? Like things that I do better, and I'm telling you, if you try some of this, you're probably gonna feel better too. That, you know, without a doubt, that good positive changes make a positive impact in you. Back to digital marketing. I'm getting geared up for my Miller Meetup and SMS Meetup. We have some big news about the performer for the affiliate ball that's coming up. I'm super excited. So I want to get more people that are in digital marketing to come together that haven't been before or haven't been in a while, or you still come my OGs that attend all the time. I want to bring people into the space, people that are maybe thinking that, oh, I send email, but I have a newsletter, I shouldn't go. Definitely should come. This is a must attend for if you use email communication for your business. It's vital. I don't care if you own a plumbing business and you have 800 people in there, you know, it's vital to know how to communicate with them because you could target them with more explosive content that gets them to call you and book a thing like 75 heaters fill a day and don't be left out in the freezing cold. Get a simple inspection and save and it's cheap today, whatever, right? Like urgency. I could spitball these all day, but back to that is everybody that wants to attend the Mailer Meetup. If you're an email or SMS marketer, love to see you in Vegas. Other than that, guys, getting cold in Colorado. Gonna start booking some trips out of state. Where would you like to see the Balanced Hustler go? Produce a quality trip and hopefully find some cool places for my fellow peeps to check out. Would love to maybe meet up and have some powwows with some people too. Some of my fitness friends and jiu-jitsu friends, when I travel, we meet up. It's always an awesome time where we can talk about, you know, the sport or the training and whatever and things of that nature, wrestling, etc. Definitely want to meet some people in person. Other than that, I feel like this is going to be a really productive end of month. Q4 is usually huge for business. Everybody's trying to get their books the best they can for the end of the year, so they push things through. This is huge, and I want my Balanced Hustlers to be ready for 2026 and make it bigger and better. Let's tackle this and make it the best year ever. I want to bring whatever tools I can to you guys and resources. I connect a lot of dots for people. That's how my whole business was built. That's the reason for the meetups. Like I've said time and time again, so many contacts and connections that people could bring value because their skill sets are so good at what they do. It comes and falls in your lap. But other than that, thank you all for listening. I'll see you next time. Peace.